In Eaton Men, we discover some things about God's amazing world. Today, let's find out about Iran. Pause the video here and write down or call out as many things you already know about Iran. Iran is a big country in the continent of Asia and in the region called the Middle East. It used to be called Persia, and the language Iranians speak is Farsi. It's a beautiful country. There are mountains with deer and a few bears, and where people even ski. Deserts with camels and caracal, and also oil wells, and coasts where people go fishing. Iran has a population of around 90 million people. The capital is Tehran, which is a very big and busy city. Iran is famous for lots of different things, but here are 5. Art. Iran has a history of producing beautiful ceramics, carpets, textiles, calligraphy, and metalwork. Silk roads. For hundreds of years, Europe and Africa were connected with China in the east through a trade route called the Silk Road, which ran through Iran. It's called the Silk Road because silk, which had been made in China, was transported through Iran and other countries to be sold in Europe. Spices, gold, and even ideas also traveled back and forth along these roads. Oil. Oil was discovered in 1908 in Iran, and it is one of the largest producers of oil in the world. Algebra. Algebra is a part of maths that was invented by a Persian mathematician, al-Khwarizmi, in 820 AD. Iran is a theocracy, which means it is ruled by a religious leader. It is ruled by a Shia Muslim leader called the Ayatollah. What an interesting country. How has God been working in Iran? Do you remember what Iran was called in the past? It was called Persia. The Persian Empire had its capitals in Susa and then Persepolis. A number of people who lived in the Persian Empire are named in the Bible, like Queen Esther, Ezra, Nehemiah, and Daniel. You can even see their tombs in Iran today. In the British Museum in London, you can see the Cyrus cylinder, which has an order given by King Cyrus from Persia, who is mentioned in the Bible. This piece of pottery has writing on it, which tells people to go back to their homelands to build temples to their God, just like we read in the book of Ezra in the Old Testament. This piece of pottery is one bit of evidence of why we can trust the Bible as a historical document. Iran has been a Muslim country since the Arab conquest in the 7th century. Today, most people in Iran are Muslims. In 1979, there was a revolution where the Ayatollah took power. Since then, there has been oppression on different people, such as women, and also Christians. All missionaries were kicked out, Bibles banned, and some Christian leaders and pastors were killed. Some people thought the Iranian church would die out, but the opposite happened. More and more people have become Christians for 2 main reasons. Firstly, the oppression done in the name of Islam made lots of people question their Muslim faith. Secondly, as Christians were oppressed, they boldly told others about Jesus. As a result, more Iranians are becoming Christians. From around 500 Christians in 1979, there are now hundreds of thousands and maybe even 1 million. We can learn so much from Iranian Christians on being bold with our family and friends about the good news of Jesus. Listen to Mojtaba's story on how he came to put his trust in Jesus and was put in prison because he told other people about Jesus.